Are you finding that you're spending time in the office in the evenings when you were meant to have gone home at about 5, 6 o'clock? Are you finding that you start work on your mobile before you even speak to your family in the morning? I'm afraid to say these are all minute signs of stress that's growing and developing. It's a sure sign you're on your way to a path to burnout. I say that as somebody that's been there and done it. I really don't want you to make the same mistakes again. Hello, I'm Elle Wood, and welcome to Wellbeing in Sales. In our estate agency yesterday, I noticed that the estate agents weren't keeping an eye on the time. This meant that they didn't leave the office till around 7 o'clock in the evening, having started at about 8. They feel that they're doing a fantastic job and they're making sure they're getting everything done for that day. But what's the reality? The reality is that you could carry on till 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night and still find more to do. The chances are it could all wait till tomorrow. The chances are you're creating work for yourself. That's not to say it's not important to service your clients well. Clients are king, give or take. But there's a fine line between great customer service and putting yourself on the line. It's really important that you keep an eye on the time. With the technology we've got these days, there's really no excuse not to. Why not set an alarm that makes sure that you know that it's 6:30, for example. If you choose to continue past that time, that's absolutely fine. I'm not suggesting for a second you shouldn't, if it's a conscious choice. I think the difficulty comes when you get so in the flow of something that you don't notice the time's gone by. Now that's a really nice state to be in, and psychologists say that it's one of the things that we most often find happens around the age of 10. If you can find a hobby that gets you in the flow, maybe playing an instrument, maybe reading, and you don't notice that time's gone by, it can be one of the best ways to create happiness. However, when it's work, you have to draw the line somewhere so you can go find the hobby that puts you into that flow state. I know this could be controversial, and especially as it's quite hypocritical because I'm not very good at doing it myself. But I noticed it yesterday with my colleagues and I'm very concerned about them, knowing how dangerous burnout was for me and how close I was to destroying so many other things that life is about. I don't want it to happen to you. So make sure that you are setting alarms or some sort of calendar reminder that reminds you of the time. That way you can decide whether or not to continue, whether it can wait for another day, whether it could be delegated, and whether or not you're doing the best thing for your clients by working yourself to the bone. Don't they deserve a rested, on form version of you? I think they probably do. Doesn't your family? I think they probably do too. Most important of all, don't you deserve that? I think you definitely do. Ignore the hypocrisy in this and take the advice. Try setting an alarm, whatever it takes. Just make sure you're choosing how hard you're working and not just continuing for the sake of it. I hope that's helpful. Let me know how you get on. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week.